just when you think things are going smoothly. Sometimes you're on a roll, and then sometimes you just hit a little speed bump. Hey, if you're getting any value out of any of our videos, if you'd hit the like, hit the subscribe, maybe tell a friend, watch our lives, leave me a comment, I would really appreciate that. This channel's kind of becoming fun, and I kind of like it. Please do that. So, I thought that this camper was going to be like every other camper I've done. We're not going to reuse the stove. No stove. It's just going to be counter space. Because, you know, here in Oklahoma, it's just too hot. So, here's what I did. I removed the tank holder. There's no tank holder. Because if you're going to have a stove, you got to have propane. Luckily, I didn't throw it away. I probably should have. But now I'm going to be doing some metal work. I'm going to be doing some welding. I'm going to be doing some painting. And we're going to have our stove replaced. As I said, I don't replace stoves. But I guess we're going to replace a stove on this one. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. You don't need to see me weld this because you've seen welding before. I'm going to fix that up. But the good news is Jim is going to come by. Jim's a former fire chief, and he's done 1 million of these stoves. So Jim's going to come by and teach all of us how to reuse these stoves so that we don't blow anything up.
Good morning, everybody. We're out here at Rob's headquarters, and today we're going to talk about propane, stoves, the bottles, the regulators, and the lines running to them. Lots of people like to take the propane out, and yes, it is a flammable gas, but they still put them in brand new campers. They put propane detectors down low in every brand new camper, so if anything does leak or anything. We'll just start at the bottles. This is an old type bottle, would have come on any of the 50s, 60s, 70s campers right here. There is not a safety valve in it. This takes the small little connection. Here is the new safety valve that if you bust a leak or bust a line, these automatically shut off that quick. You can easily tell the difference. If your camper comes with these bottles and you take it to a big propane place to get filled, they will not fill them. If the bottle is over 12 years old, it needs to be recertified. So it's best just to take it to like a dollar store or somewhere like that, Walmart, trade this bottle in, get you a brand new bottle that's full of propane.
Jim, where do we find how old it is? If it's got to be 12 years old, what should we do?
Like this one, even though it's a new style, right there is the 08 of 2011, which it's now going to be 11 years old. About 1 year, it needs to be recertified. But if you take and trade at a place, you can trade the old bottle and give you a new one. It's like he traded the other day and got a 2021 bottle, which it's good for a long time now. So we'll talk about these are some of the old regulators I took off of campers. These lines loosen up. See how loose that is? We'll do a test here in a minute and show you how to use soapy water. But see that crimp connection? The rubber is just deteriorated over time. Somebody put hose clamps on this to try to stop the leaks. I throw all this away and go buy a new regulator, a new flex line, and put it on all my campers. Most campers originally had a copper line running under the camper up to the stove. You need to inspect it. If you'll look at this one, it's clogged up with dirt daubers or spiders of dirt. Actually, both ends are clogged up. So you need to be sure and check all those. This will be mounted on the front of the camper This is a new regulator. You could buy these almost anywhere. And all the new ones, you put it on with your fingers. This one is actually going to be run under the camper, up through the floor, and connected to the stove. You want copper line where the heat of the burners are. Set this out of our way. Once you get everything connected, a soapy squirt bottle, just a couple deals of hand soap. Make sure your valves are off on your stove. Slowly turn on your bottle. If you turn it on real fast and it has to pressurize, sometimes it'll trip the safety valve. But slowly. Take your squirt bottle, squirt all the connections. The bottle where it goes in the tank, work your way down. Right, here's a connection.
Ew, look at it.
See?
It's making bubbles.
Uh-oh, we've missed one right there. That's what it will do if you have a leak in the connection.
That could be very dangerous.
Snug it up, wipe it off, test it again.
I think we're clear.
We got
Looks
that
good,
fixed.
yes.
Work your way all the way in. You want to check this connection. You want to check under the valves. No bubbles, no leaks. Can test these stoves. Let me move this rubber line out of the way. Always light your lighter before you turn the gas on. See that pretty blue? Let's try this side. Okay, see that's got some orange to it? There's air adjustments. The mixture, the propane squirts in, and then there's air adjustments right here. And you put enough air where it turns good and blue. See how pretty that is? Exactly, it's burning perfect right there. That's what you want, is pretty blue flame. Turn those off. I always run with my bottle turned off. Just going up and down the road, you just want to run the bottles turned off. So I hope that helps you with your stove.